It's week 2 of working from home. I'm the online editor of Eyewitness News. It is a little bit different for me working from home than it is for our reporters in the field, because they come face to face with people who are affected by the virus and have to look for stories related to it. We just do the briefing and we do the debriefing, and it's a lot more management of people when you're away from them. You kind of think that if you're not at work, you won't be as busy because you don't have the back and forth you're having with your colleagues usually, but actually it's a lot more work in that you have to check up on people a lot and just make sure that they're okay. My most difficult situation is the shortage of medicines. I'm on some medicines that I haven't been able to find in the last month or so. And a lot of it has to do with the virus and just stopping imports and sending out ingredients from other countries. So that's kind of my biggest anxiety. And I think the second one is when you work from home, sometimes you don't know when to stop because it's easy to just keep going. I find myself working much more hours because I lose track of time and I haven't managed my time properly. So sometimes that can be a bit of an issue.
So we're entering into the second week of the lockdown. I'm on the evening shift and doing some overnight stories with the JMP to see what the overnight ops are doing. It's been a very quiet night so far. I've been on the road for about 30 hours. So actually just stopped up at a petrol station to just grab myself some snacks, just to keep me going for the next few hours. Just driving around the CBD was real because you realize our activities for the homeless people. Just literally sleeping on the pavement because they just don't have any shelter in homes.
Essentially, what I do during the day is I sit on my computer and outsource traffic incidents on the road, and I will be sending them to news anchors as well as presenters. And then during that time also, I will be also anchoring on 702 traffic as and when it happens. So I sit here to compile my traffic and I write them on this note, whatever that happens at that time, and I go to the bedroom to record it or either to cross live to the studio, because I can't record in this room because, as you can see, my son uses it to play as well, and I cannot also record in here because of the echo. So I go to the bedroom because the sound quality is much better there. And another challenge that I've had to face was yesterday we had power outage. We had power failure from the hours of 7 o'clock until around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And my shift starts at 12. So just from morning up until 12 o'clock, I just didn't know how I was going to work. And I had to rely on the little bit of battery that was left on my laptop. And you can imagine data connection was bad. The network was also horrible. So how I went through the day was just a miracle, really.
In all seriousness, it has been quite difficult for a lot of people, not just in the news space, but also just in society as well, especially during the second week. I think a lot of people have maybe got a little bit frustrated about spending so much time at home and not really knowing what the future holds. From a content perspective, it has been difficult to try and find things that are still reasonably relevant and also that aren't just coronavirus related, because we are trying to use sport as a way to get away from all the bad news that's going on and that's been out there about the virus and the effect that it's had on so many people across the world. At the moment, this is the closest thing that we have to live sport, or at least that I have to live sport, which as a sports reporter is a little bit of an issue. But this is the world we live in at the moment, so we just have to deal with it, I guess.
The one thing I do miss is interacting with my colleagues. I miss speaking to them. I miss seeing them. I miss them mocking me. I miss mocking them. I miss just the collegial feel of having a team around you and people to bounce ideas off. It's been different for me in that I actually have been enjoying the solitude. I am not so worried about needing to go out and needing to see people. I'm actually much better when I'm at home, but I've been starting to feel guilty about it, especially given so many reporters who are struggling at home and who really want to be out. But yeah, I suppose those are my biggest struggles and my biggest concerns.
As a sports reporter, you are reliant on sport. I mean, and it's never been a situation where there just hasn't been any sport to report on. There's always been sport. Everybody thought that there would always be sport.
There's no accidents that are happening there. Even if they do happen, they don't cause the most delays. There's no roadworks that are taking place. There's traffic lights that are out of order, but they aren't causing any delays. So what then do we do as trafficologists? We tell you exactly what we see on the roads, that there isn't nothing, that you are actually doing good by staying at home during this period.
But yeah, here's to week 3.